Hi, and welcome to this week's The Positive Habit, Anxiety Free, Stress Free. This week, I want to look at the idea of getting some space between yourself and the anxiety. So, I have been speaking a lot about the idea of acceptance and then also of compassion. And I'm going to go back to those two things quite a bit because they are so important. But this week, I want to teach you a technique that can be really effective for helping to get a space between yourself and your anxiety. Some of you may know Niall Breslin, who runs the Lust for Life website that I also write for, has identified a character for his anxiety called Jeffrey. And by doing that, what he has done is got a bit of space between himself and the anxiety and the relationship that he has to Jeffrey. If you haven't read his book, it's really very good and powerful way to sort of get inside the mind of someone who has suffered as much as he has. So what I'd like you to do is think of it in that sense. And you can even sort of, what I do with my clients is sometimes I'll draw an image perhaps of, even just like one stick figure on the left hand side and one on the right hand side, and identify how you see your anxiety. What, if you were to call it a name, what would you call it? And then yourself separate from it, and start to list all of your positive attributes here, all of the things that are not about the anxiety. And then when you start to see a kind of space that opens up between them, you're in a much better position to start to deal with the relationship you have towards the anxiety. Okay, I promise no more puppets. But next week, I'm going to talk about that relationship between the two. So if you can, just for the moment, get your head around that, that will be great. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, you can log on to thepositivehabit.com, where you can take the anxiety test. You can register for my online program, and you can also hear a recent podcast of myself being interviewed on Today FM, where I talk about social anxiety, and I offer some tips on that as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.